So, just an update on Berlin's gastric stomach emptying test. It's part of her Ehlers-Danlos. She was having trouble with her stomach emptying, so feeling bloated, constipation, um, feeling like her stomach was hurting. She would bend over crying. She was just constantly in pain, or there'd be nausea, or she'd eat and then feel really full, and then she would be extremely hungry not even 30 minutes later. So that kind of thing. So after we did this test, while we did this test, she ate like some radioactive eggs, which she thought was like the coolest thing ever. And then she stood between these two plates for a minute at a time, on 4 separate occasions, and you could see like her stomach glowing on a screen, and it would just measure how far or how fast her stomach would drain while digesting food. Anything less than 10% would be considered normal. Anything more than that is not normal. She was retaining about 30 to 40% of her food. So about that time, her stomach was sending a signal to the brain saying, hey, I'm hungry, even though she wasn't technically hungry. She needed a snack, not an entire meal, but her body would be saying, hey, I need a meal. Doesn't make sense. But this is chronic illness. Sorry, guys. I'm actually in the Walgreens drive-thru getting ready to pick up her meds. So the next day, the doctor calls me, tells me, all of this information that we could change her diet. I'm like, we're kind of already on that diet. Not really kind of. We are already on that diet. Um, I don't know how much more fat we can take out of her diet, because then she wouldn't be getting like the omega-3s, the fatty or the I want to say fatty acids. There's something else. Anyway, there was like, the good healthy fats that you need for your body. She wouldn't be receiving any of that. So they put her on erythromycin. They said at most, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, we just take her off and we try to figure something else out. So I'm going to pick up her meds. We're going to pray that they work. If they don't, we're figuring it out to the next mystery.